In Revenge of the Sith, Anakin is denied the rank of Master. This caused his deep-rooted anger to surface, as he knew he required the rank of Master to enter the Jedi Archives restricted section, a secret library within the Jedi Archives that could allow him to learn the secrets to save his wife Padme Amidala from certain death. So what if Anakin was granted access to the restricted section? Let's begin today's story in the council chambers. Anakin has just been informed that
you are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of Master.
confusion mixed with rage were the first emotions to encumber Anakin. This was the first time in history that a Jedi has been placed onto the council without being granted the rank of Master. Why would they do this? Do they not trust me? Is there some ulterior motive? Dozens of questions flooded Anakin's mind, but they were all silenced as Windu continued to speak.
We believe that you are not old enough to be granted the rank of Master, but you are still one of our best generals, and understand that you can still reach greater heights in the Force. We will grant you access to the restricted section of the Jedi Archives. We hope you will be able to use this knowledge to enhance your skills and be better equipped to protect others.
Anakin bowed as he took a seat, his emotions slowly returning to normal. This is what he wanted. Later that day, he escorted himself to the restricted section of the Jedi Archives, a place shrouded in secrecy and protected by ancient wards. The vast repository of wisdom and power was filled with scrolls, holocrons, and artifacts that were deemed too dangerous or unstable for general access. He began to search, reading ancient texts and uncovering forgotten wisdoms. He had spent much of his childhood in the Jedi Archives, but the restricted section was almost 10 times larger and full of mystery. This is because it possessed knowledge of the Sith. There were rooms full of holocrons and kyber crystals that had been bled and broken. Over the coming days, Anakin would learn numerous things. He found a scroll which piqued his interest the most. Before we continue, I would love to announce that I've officially become a YouTuber, as this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Get ready to dive into the mesmerizing world of Raid Shadow Legends, a game that has taken the gaming community by storm over the last 4 years. Prepare to be amazed as you collect over 700 powerful champions and fight in the various factions. Unleash the might of the terrifying undead horrors, wage war alongside the brutal orc warlords, or fight with the regal elven warriors. The choice is yours. Get up and prepare for an exhilarating showdown as you face off against 12 formidable dungeons, each guarded by a brutal boss. You think you have what it takes to dominate the world? Challenge players from all corners of the globe in Raid's intense PvP combat. If you haven't been watching Raid, Call of the Arbiter, which rock have you been living under? The limited series is well and truly underway, so be sure to check it out. There's also a bunch of brand new content in Raid Shadow Legends related to Call of the Arbiter, including a free legendary champion, the mighty Orc Warlord Artak. All you have to do to get him is log into Raid for 7 days between now and July 24th. Easy. With all this exciting stuff and more coming to Raid, if you still haven't started playing yet, then what are you waiting for? Use my link in the description or scan my QR code to get insane bonuses. I've been really enjoying the PvP aspect of the game, playing alongside my friends but also making some friends online. Make sure to click the link in the description to get all the free bonuses, and who knows, maybe I'll see you on Raid Shadow Legends. Anakin stared at the scroll intensely as he began to read.
The transfer of midichlorians into another living vessel requires the most powerful user. It is limited to only those with the potential granted by the Force once a millennia. When a being has a midichlorian reading that exceeds 25,000, the power will be accessible to them.
Anakin continued to read on as he understood the ability. He could transfer a portion of his midichlorians into another being temporarily until their wounds are healed. This meant that if someone was on the brink of death, he could revive them. Anakin was known to have the highest midichlorian count ever recorded, which meant that he was the only Force user alive right now in the galaxy that could operate this ability. He spent the following days meticulously learning how to use it. This was the key to saving Padme. Anakin immersed himself in the study of the ancient ritual, focusing on the delicate art of manipulating life energies. Anakin succeeded in unlocking the secrets of the technique. He knew that he could save Padme and that she was safe from whatever horrors may lead ahead. The following day, Anakin would be summoned into Palpatine's office. Palpatine wished to enact his grand plan now. He was worried that Anakin's trust in the Jedi would be slowly returning after he was granted access to the restricted section. The longer he waited, the more risky it became to reveal himself, and the plan could fall apart altogether. He proceeds to tell Anakin that he is a Sith Lord and promises that if he learns the dark side, he can save Padme's life. The issue with this is that Palpatine did not know that Anakin had already found the key to this in the restricted section. So when Palpatine promised Anakin this ability, Anakin had no desire to learn it through the dark side. As a result, Anakin ignited his lightsaber and told Palpatine he would turn him over to the Jedi Council. Anakin leaves his office and informs Master Windu of the knowledge he had learned. Windu was shocked but not surprised, as he knew this was a possibility. This is where the first major change will occur. Instead of telling Anakin to wait in the council chambers until they return from facing Palpatine, Mace invites Anakin to join them. This is because Windu does not sense any conflict within Anakin anymore. In the original timeline, Anakin was fearful of Padme's life and knew that Palpatine was the key to saving her. However, since he had learned how to save her without Palpatine's assistance, he didn't need the Chancellor anymore and only saw him as a man who brought destructive evil into the galaxy. And so, Anakin, accompanied by Mace Windu and the remaining Jedi Knights, Kit Fisto, Aegon Kola, and Saisi Tin, confronted Palpatine in his opulent office. Sidious, his face twisted with malevolence, wasting no time revealing his true power. He raised his wrists as bolts of Sith lightning shot forth, engulfing Kola and Tin with a torrent of dark side energy. Their bodies immediately erupted in pain as they fell to the floor, dead. Sidious ignites his saber and leaps forward at the remaining Jedi. The room erupted into the chaotic whirlwind of lightsaber clashes and force powers. Palpatine displayed his immense mastery over the dark side, countering their every move with lethal precision. Windu fought with harsh determination, relying on his Form 7 variant, Vapad, to neutralize Palpatine's dark side abilities. Kit Fisto was able to survive far longer than in the normal timeline, as originally, he became distracted when he sensed Anakin arriving in the building. This time, there were no distractions. Palpatine was no ordinary adversary. He tapped into the deepest wells of the dark side, channeling its destructive power with an intensity that threatened to overwhelm the Jedi. Bolts of Sith lightning crackled from his fingertips, forcing the Jedi to redirect their focus on defense, dodging and deflecting the lethal energy. Anakin's determination grew with each passing moment, fueled by his love for Padme and the desire to protect the galaxy from the Sith's grasp. In a pivotal moment, he found an opening, his lightsaber meeting Palpatine's in a blinding flurry of strikes as he drove his blade through the Sith Lord's heart. After the defeat of Palpatine, the Republic officially won the Clone War. The Jedi presented evidence to the Senate that showcased how Palpatine was a Sith Lord all along and orchestrated the Clone War in order to take over the galaxy. In his stead, Bail Organa was elected as the new Supreme Chancellor, who worked hard to repair the damages that Palpatine had caused. As for Anakin and Padme, soon after Palpatine's death, she entered labor and went straight to a medical facility. It was here that Anakin transferred some of his own midichlorians into Padme's heart, which saved her from death. She gave birth to twins, a son named Luke and a daughter named Leia. Their dreams had finally come true. The birth meant that the Jedi Order found out about their relationship, but the reaction they received weren't what they were expecting. The Council explained that Anakin was the chosen one who brought balance to the Force, and so he is allowed to remain in the Order and even bring his children when they come of age. This delighted the Skywalkers, and they graciously accepted. Padme was able to continue serving as a senator, and Anakin to operate as a Jedi Knight. It wouldn't be long before he was given the title of Jedi Master in the Order after Ahsoka returned. Values within the Order shifted, embracing a more holistic view of the Force and the importance of emotional connections. Jedi Masters worked to strike a balance between detachment and compassionate engagement, understanding that love, when tempered by wisdom and discipline, could be a source of strength rather than vulnerability. An era of peace and happiness endured as the Jedi continued their mission to protect and serve, whilst valuing the interconnectedness of all living beings. The galaxy experienced an unprecedented era of stability and prosperity as the Jedi and citizens of the Republic united in their shared commitment to justice and harmony. And so, the tale of Anakin Skywalker, the Chosen One, and his family became an enduring legend. Their legacy would remain one of peace, happiness, and protection in the galaxy. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to check out Raid Shadow Legends by clicking either the link in the description, the comment, or on the screen right now. If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a member and make sure to check out the rest of my videos. And I'll see you all next time.